I would like to call to order the council reorganization for 2020. If we could all please stand for a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now begin with the oaths of the office, and we will first begin with Councilwoman Heather Lewis of District 2.
I, Heather Lewis,
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Home Rule Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the Home Rule Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania and the municipality.
and the laws of Pennsylvania and the municipality.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
as council member for the 2nd District
as council member for the 2nd District
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold, obey, and enforce the laws
I will uphold, obey, and enforce the laws
of Pennsylvania and the municipality
of Pennsylvania and the municipality
without consideration to a person's race,
without consideration to a person's race,
color, sex, or religious creed,
color, sex, or religious creed,
sexual orientation or age,
sexual orientation or age,
national origin or ancestry,
national origin or ancestry,
handicap or disability.
handicap, or disability.
Congratulations, Councilwoman.
We will now begin the swearing in for Councilman Hakeem Jones of District 4.
You guys ready? It's my pleasure to swear in Hakeem for the second time as councilman. I'm going to ask you to put your left hand on the Bible and as best as you can with that child, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Hakeem Jones,
I, Hakeem Jones,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Home Rule Charter
the Home Rule Charter
of the Municipality of Norristown,
of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the laws of Pennsylvania,
and the Municipality of Norristown.
and the Municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
as council member
as council member
for the 4th District
for the 4th District
for the Municipality of Norristown
for the Municipality of Norristown
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold and obey
I will uphold and obey
and enforce the laws of Pennsylvania
and enforce the laws of Pennsylvania
and the Municipality of Norristown
and the Municipality of Norristown
without consideration
without consideration
to a person's race,
to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
age,
national origin,
national origin,
ancestry,
ancestry,
handicap,
handicap,
or disability.
or disability.
Congratulations.
Next, we will have the swearing in for our new council member, Thomas LaPera at large.
Okay, please place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Thomas LaPera,
I, Thomas LaPera,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Home Rule Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
the Home Rule Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
the laws of Pennsylvania,
the laws of Pennsylvania,
and the Municipality of Norristown.
and the Municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
as council member at large
as council member at large
for the Municipality of Norristown
for the Municipality of Norristown
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold,
I will uphold,
obey, and enforce
obey, and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania
the laws of Pennsylvania
and the Municipality of Norristown
and the Municipality of Norristown
without consideration to a person's race,
without consideration to a person's
Color.
race, color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
age,
national origin,
national origin,
ancestry,
ancestry,
handicap,
handicap,
or disability.
disability.
Congratulations, Councilperson White.
Madam Secretary, may I please have roll call?
Yes. Valerie Scott Cooper. Keem Jones. Derek Perry. Rebecca Smith. Thomas LaPera. Heather Lewis. Sonia Sanders.
Here. Madam Secretary, do we have any public comments this evening?
Yes, we do. Samantha Tomlinson.
My name is Samantha Tomlinson. I am a new resident of Norristown. I moved here with my family in December of 2018. My address is 135 Noble Street. I wanted to come here because it's a public meeting, and this is my community now, and I was welcomed very much so by my neighbors last year when I moved here with my family. We moved into a house that was actually vacant for a very long time. We came in, did a lot of renovations, cleaned up. Everyone in the community welcomed us, and we began to like it here. Unfortunately, that changed rather quickly after our neighboring business that's adjacent to our property began to literally hostilely take over our property. Currently, we live in I believe the R2 zoning district, which is residential, and it's a business that lives next door to us. And so what they've pretty much been doing is using our property, the back part of our home, as a parking lot for their business. I've since received a zoning violation notice. I've approached the zoning person and told them what was going on. They've been able to work with me because, and if you guys know, you would get a fine if you don't abide by the zoning laws and the ordinances. And so I've been trying to get the neighboring business to stop parking on my property. They have since gotten an injunctive relief, which allows them to cross my property to get to theirs, which I'm not here to talk about that today. That'll get into a whole other story. I'm here to really talk about how do I enforce or help Norristown enforce its own zoning ordinances. This business should not be allowed to park on my property if my home, and we live in a R2 residential district, and it's against the zoning laws. So what I'm here to do is to ask the community for help and to figure out how to do this. I don't know how I can help the municipality enforce its own laws or its own ordinances, but I think it's important that I bring this to light and to, I'm trying to be an active participant in my community. That's why I moved here, and that's why I've been so adamant in trying to get this to become known by others. My neighbors stand with me. We like to keep our community as a residential as much as possible. All I'm asking is for the neighboring business to use their own property. They have plenty of access and parking. I just want to have my home and have it be a residential home and not be opened up to anyone that wants to use it in any way. That's what I was here to talk to you about. Hopefully, if I'll be here until the end of the meeting, so if anybody wants to come up to me, let me know what I could do, what actions I can take, or whom I should speak with, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comment. We have been engaged on on this particular legal matter, and there's no necessarily anything that council can do about it because this is an ongoing and pending legal matter between the municipality and the property owners.
Marielle D. Gregorio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations to the new council members coming into office tonight. I'm here to explain that I'm not happy with the budget that was just put through and the increase, and also the fact that we're going to be hiring an outside law firm to make sure that we're not doing any grievous errors with the possibility of Mr. Kilkenny's law firm and the fact that he runs his title with the Sheriff's Department. We live in Norristown here, and we have a brethren of law firms that are right around the corner from this location. And I find it highly appalling that we're hiring a law firm from Philadelphia at the tune of $400 and some an hour rate so that we can make sure that we're in checks and balance and not violating any ethic laws. And I just feel that it's important for you guys to know that you have the power and the ability to revisit the budget. You have 45 days from tonight to revisit the budget and evaluate how you're spending our tax dollars. Because right now, Norristown is in a shambles. We've got Rent-A-Pod's office outside because of the problems that have been going on inside the building here. We're hiring a lot of temps that when I call down just to talk to someone here, and I'm getting a temp on the phone that can't even tell us, like I'll give a name of who I'm asking for, and I have to do a description of what department, what their job description is before they know how to transfer the call. So, like I said, the operations of the municipality has not been running very smoothly, and I'm here to say that we really need to concentrate and understand the job that's in front of you so that you're not burdening the tax on us. And I said the increase this year, after we've been told for the last couple years that we're fine, but no, we're not fine. We had a tax increase. And now we're looking at a large law firm in Center City to bring in to do pro bono work, not pro bono work, but for a contractual work, because we have a solicitor that's sitting here and he's also the county sheriff. So if you feel that there's some type of ethic violation that's going on that we've been screaming as the public says it is, then maybe you should start looking into a new solicitor so that we don't have these conflicts come down the line. You shouldn't be hiring someone that's wearing dual hats, because Norristown had a chief of police that wore the hat of the public safety director for 15 years, and it was supposed to have been an internship, which means temporary. So I said, as it stands right now, you have these guys come in and they gave their pledge to follow the Home Rule Charter when it states in the Home Rule Charter that we should have a public safety director in coordinates with a chief of police. There should always be checks and balance. So I hope, and I can only hope and pray, that we will see some better type of leadership come this year as 2020 hits us. Because what we have been receiving 2019, 2018, 2017 does not reflect how I would like to see the government continue in Norristown. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam
Jim-
Secretary?
Jim Perna.
Hi, my name is Jim Perna, live at 241 West Fernand Street. I want to wish everybody Happy New Year's. Welcome, Tom, new guy. Chief Talbot, is there going to be a drive thing with the police? You have like a program coming up, do you know? Like, huh?
This isn't a question and answer format, so.
Okay, well, let me get my comments. I'll get right to my
Thank
comments. I don't know if you guys, Thursday I text the council people with the email I had. If you received my email on the phase 1 of Market Street that was done a few years back. And if you notice what the proposal was, where I live on that corner of Fernandez and Markley, it just said traffic signals would be replaced. We had a four-way signal in the middle of the intersection on a cable, and nowhere did it say it would be taking away the parking spots at 241, 239, 237, putting in the center turning lane. I came down here, talked to the administrator. He didn't know anything about it because it wasn't in the plans from PennDOT. Last minute thing, they threw it in there. Now one day I'm up there having coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. There's a gathering there. They were doing a walkthrough to sign off on this thing that was done. I jump out, I get in line. Well, you can't come with us. You don't, okay. We'll be down there, wait for us. 1:30 in the afternoon, I'm waiting. They stopped around Brown Street, never came down to where I was waiting, where I lived, to tell them about my problem. I can't go up against PennDOT by myself. That's why I come here to the council to try to get help. Then I'm told, wait till they come back to do the lower phase from Elm Street down. We'll try to get them to come back and put the cutout for your parking like they did on Market Street, when they took 4 feet from this side and 4 feet from this side to put the center turning lane. And then people have parking garages in the back of their houses. We don't. I'm landlocked back there. Thankfully, I'm trying to work with Jane and Thomas to see if I can get something done. But it's a cost to me that I got to incur because PennDOT wouldn't put the spot in front of our houses. So if you could look into this, they saved a ton of money. They got done a year ahead of time. They get a bonus for that, whoever, the contractor, whatever. Now, if PennDOT were to come back up here to put this cutout in, I don't know what it's going to cost, but can you try to say, hey, look, you're going to save the money, put some kind of fund to try to reimburse me and my 2 neighbors the cost that we got to expense, and to keep the cars. We have no more room on Juniper Street to park the cars with everybody else. So, and you know I've been here before, so you know what I've been talking about. So, I don't know if there's any way anybody could try to help me. I've been asking for help for how long? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Next order of business we have is to open the nominations for the office of Vice President for the 2020 Municipal Council of Norristown.
I nominate Rebecca Smith for Vice President.
Madam Secretary, may I please have roll call?
Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Derek Perry. Rebecca Smith. Thomas LaPera. Heather Lewis.
Aye.
Sonia Sanders.
Aye. The ayes have it unanimously. Councilwoman Rebecca Smith is now the Vice President. Next order of business we have is the nomination for the President of 2020 of Norristown Municipal Council.
Madam President, I would like to nominate Councilman Derek Perry.
Madam Secretary, may I please have roll call?
Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Derek Perry. Rebecca Smith. Thomas LaPera. Heather Lewis. Sonia Sanders.
Aye. The ayes have it. Councilman Perry is now the President for 2020. Now we will have the oath of office for the 2020 Vice President of Council, Ms. Rebecca Smith.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Rebecca Smith,
I, Rebecca Smith,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support,
obey,
and defend
and
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Home Rule Chapter
the Home Rule Charter
of the Municipality of
of the Municipality of
Norristown, and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the municipality of Norristown.
and the municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties
I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as Vice President of Council
as Vice President of Council
for the municipality of Norristown
for the municipality of Norristown
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold,
I will uphold,
obey, and enforce
obey, and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania
the laws of Pennsylvania
and the municipality of Norristown
and the municipality of Norristown
without consideration
without consideration
to a person's race,
to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
age, national origin, ancestry, handicap, or disability. Congratulations.
Now we will have the oath of the office for the 2020 President of Council, Mr. Derek Perry.
I would first like to say it's an honor and privilege for me to swear in my cousin Derek Perry into office as President of the municipality of Norristown. Please repeat after me. This one. I, Derek Perry,
I, Derek Perry,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support,
that I will support,
obey, and defend
defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution
of
of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Home Rule Chapter
the whole chapter
of
of
the municipality of Norristown,
the municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the laws of Pennsylvania,
and the municipality of Norristown.
and the municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties
I will discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as President of Council,
as President of Council,
the municipality of Norristown,
the municipality of Norristown,
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity,
I will uphold,
uphold,
obey,
obey,
and enforce
and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania,
the laws of Pennsylvania,
the municipality of Norristown,
the municipality of Norristown,
without consideration
without consideration
to a person's race,
to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed, sexual orientation, age, national origin, ancestry, handicap, or disability. Congratulations, President Councilman.
Happy New Year, Norristown. It's an honor to be up here. Definitely thinking about you guys as I become the president, or I am the president now. So it's going to be a good year for Norristown. I want to thank my family and friends for being here. I love you all. To the people of Norristown, we heard your cries, and we are addressing them. You might not think we hear you, but we do. I just ask that as we do this, you also be on board for a better Norristown, and you as well have a say-so and things that we need to do here in Norristown. I want to thank staff and workers for your efforts first. You're appreciated, and I want to meet with each one of you. I want to hear where you want to go and how we can get your ideas out to the community. Right now, no one thinks anything is getting done. Council and myself knows better. We have to start telling the story on what we know, how we know, and where we are going. We have to tell the story on why you do what you do and what it means to Norristown. To my friend and former president, Councilwoman Sanders, from day one, we walked through those doors and learned about politics. It was a scary sight. But from day one, I had no doubts about who we were. I knew you should have been the president from the start. And the funny thing is, I got to tell this story. She kept on throwing it away. I do not want to do it. I do not want to do it. She kept going, and you kept going from your calling, and I kept pushing, and bam, the rest is history. Thank you for kickstarting Norristown in the direction that people have longed for. You did an excellent job having dignity and class for one of the thankless jobs in Norristown. I have some big shoes to follow and will not disappoint you. Thank you for your service. To my colleagues, I want to thank you all for your support to be the president and lead us into the new year. Over the past couple weeks, we all had meaningful conversations on what we want to address. We also need to tell our story. The people voted us in these seats to make a change, and we have done so, but we have a lot more to do because we are at the bottom of the mountain when we came, and we got an uphill battle to go through. So we will create an agenda that maps out all things we are thinking and cross them out one by one until they get done over the course of the year. I will listen to all voices on council because we are one. We will engage in meaningful relationships and create alliances with others to move Norristown now and well into the future. We will reach out to our Washington, D.C. representatives, our state representatives, and local officials, county and school board. We are not good without each other. The ride for us is to take our town first, and everything is secondary. I'll end with this. Norristown has always been an afterthought. We had some good people in these seats, and we had some bad people in these seats. It started with who was a Democrat or who was a Republican. That can end with us now. How, you're thinking? Well, because it should have never been about political party and really should have been about the residents in Norristown first. Let's create a new Norristown, a town that wants to catch up to the norm of society that has happened in the county where all of our people can live, work, and play. So we will go straight to the police officer swearing in. Oh, sorry. We will adjourn this meeting. Motion to adjourn the meeting. I was going to do. I'm sorry, you said. All right. Okay. So we're going to do Resolution 20-01, the reappointment of professional staffers for 2020. You want to?
Mr. President and Council, we have before us Resolution 20-101 of 2020, the appointment of professional and management staff for 2020. This resolution appoints the following: to the law offices of Sean Kilkenny to serve as municipal solicitor, Cagle, Klein, Lifts, and Lord to serve as municipal labor attorney, Pannoni Associates to serve as municipal engineers, Rudolph Clark, LLC, to serve as Civil Service Counsel, GNC Legal to serve as Environmental Counsel, Pugliese Associates to serve as government affairs consulting firm. Crandall O. Jones to serve as a municipal administrator, municipal secretary, right to know officer. Crystal Henry to serve as assistant municipal secretary. Roseanne Santangelo to serve as clerk of council. Norman Butts to serve as director of finance and tax collector. Jane Masonier to serve as director of planning and municipal development and zoning officer. Thomas Odenebo to serve as director of public works. Mark Talbot to serve as chief of police. Thomas O'Donnell to serve as fire chief, and Richard Lockhart to serve as fire marshal. This resolution is before council for your consideration tonight. Thank you.
Any questions? Councilwoman Sanders.
And I can't work the button. So, yes, I would like to make known for the record that I sent a recusal in via email to the municipal administrator in terms of conflict of interest, so I will recuse myself from this resolution.
Any other questions? Council, I want a motion to consider Resolution 20-1, appointing professionals and staff to serve in various capacities with the municipality.
Second.
Can we have roll call, please?
Heather Lewis. Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Thomas LaPera. Rebecca Smith. Derek Perry.
Aye. The ayes have it. Resolution 20-1 passes. Can we have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. That meeting is adjourned. On to our regular meeting. Yes. This is the council meeting, the regular council meeting for January 6th. Can we have a moment of silence and a pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, can we have roll call, please?
Sonia Sanders.
Here.
Heather Lewis. Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Thomas LaPera. Rebecca Smith. Derek Perry.
Here. Can we have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Any nays? There was no executive session. Okay, we will go straight to the administration of oath for the entry-level police officer Ashley Galletta. I hope I said that right. This stuff is already down there.
Yeah, the police, Rich Lockhart. I mean, they have it. Yeah. No, they have a judge that comes up usually, and yeah. Yeah.
If you would repeat after me. I, Ashley Gada,
I, Ashley Gada,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania and the municipality.
and the laws of Pennsylvania and the municipality.
I will discharge the duties of my office as police officer
I will discharge the duties of my office as police
for
officer
the municipality of Norristown
for the municipality of Norristown
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania
the laws of Pennsylvania
and the municipality of Norristown
and the municipality of Norristown
without consideration to a person's race,
without consideration to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex, religious creed, sexual orientation,
age,
national origin, ancestry, handicap, or disability.
handicap, or disability.
Welcome, officer.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Smith, can you give us some announcements, please?
Yes, we have one announcement tonight. Councilwoman Sonia Sanders has been appointed to serve on the National League of Cities Human Development Committee. Congratulations, Councilwoman Sanders. Councilwoman Sonia Sanders has been appointed to the 2020 National League of Cities Human Development Federal Advocacy Committee. This committee has led responsibility for developing the NLC federal policy positions on issues involving social services, children and learning, poverty and income support, employment and workforce development, equal opportunity, social security and seniors, individuals with disabilities, public health care, mental health parity, and immigration reform. The appointment was announced by the NLC President Joe Busciano, Councilmember, Los Angeles, California. As a committee member, Sanders will play a key role in shaping NLC's policy positions and advocate on behalf of America's cities and towns before Congress, with the administration, and at home. Congratulations.
Any other announcements? Councilman Jones?
Good evening. I have some employment items to share. The Pennsylvania Career Link will be having a uniformed officer security hiring event on Tuesday, January 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And they'll have another one on Tuesday, January 28th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Career Link is located at 1855 New Hope Street. Norristown Area High School's Young Scholars, a group of high school students, will be hosting a MLK Day of Service to honor Dr. Martin Luther King. The day of service will take place at the high school if anyone's looking to volunteer or send the information out. They will be making hygiene kits for the homeless, and that will take place January 20th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Norristown Area High School cafeteria. One more announcement. If you're not aware, the Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency has released, and along with Governor Wolf, that any student or child that has been in the foster care system is eligible for free college tuition throughout the state of Pennsylvania for public universities. So if you know of anyone who's come through the foster care system, you can go on the PHEAA website. and that will give them access to free community college or four-year universities. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Jones. Going to do something a little different. Councilwoman Val, can you hold off until the end for your video? I think it will be better if we did. So, do we have any public comments? Madam Secretary? Okay, we'll go to our first order of business, which is 19-13, the decriminalization of marijuana.
Thank you, Mr. President. Council, you have before you ordinance 19-13 of 2019. This is an ordinance to establish a mechanism to process minor nonviolent offenses of personal possession or use of a small amount of marijuana and personal possession of marijuana paraphernalia within the city limits of Norristown. Council has deliberated on this ordinance and also advertised it properly. For information, I'll share that the ordinance defines a small amount as 30 grams or less of marijuana or 8 grams or less of hashish. Rather than incarceration, offenders who violate this ordinance 3 times within a 5-year period will be issued non-traffic summary citations, or the officer can obtain the subject's name and address and send the citation by first-class mail. For offenders under the age of 18, they will be temporarily detained and handled according to existing procedures for summary offenses by minors, and the officers will notify and cite the parents for payments of these fines. Again, for the record, that the offenses and their copies of this ordinance that are on the table for anyone in the public who would like to see it. The penalty for first and second violation of this ordinance related to the possession of a small amount of marijuana shall be a fine of $25. The penalty for a third violation of this article relating to a small amount of marijuana shall be a fine of $25. The penalty for a first violation of this ordinance related to a personal use of marijuana shall be a fine of $75. The second violation and the third violations relating to personal use shall be $25. The first violation relating to possession of paraphernalia shall be $25 as well. And the third violation related to this ordinance for possession of paraphernalia shall be a fine of $25. Any subsequent offenses shall be charged after these 3 offenses within 5 years. All subsequent offenses shall be charged in accordance with both federal and Pennsylvania law. So that's in essence the changes that council has debated, deliberated on, and directed staff to advertise. It has been properly advertised and is now ready for council action if you choose.
Thank you. Any questions? Seeing none, can we have a motion to consider submitting information and deliberate whether or not to decriminalize marijuana? Well, I'm sorry. Can we have a motion to approve ordinance number 19-13, decriminalization of marijuana? Can we have roll call, please?
Sonia Sanders. Heather Lewis. Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Thomas LaPera. Rebecca Smith. Derek Perry.
Aye. The ayes have it. Motion passes. Mr. Singh.
Thank you, Mr. President. For council consideration to approve or deny the Historical Architectural Review Board applications reviewed and recommended for approval by the HAR Board for the December 2019 general and special meetings, the following properties: 2 West Erie Street, 630 George Street, 1075 Powell Street, 1211 DeKalb Street, and 1333 DeKalb Street. Thank you.
Any questions, council? Can we have a motion to approve the Historical Architectural Review Board applications received and recommended for approval by the HAR Board for the December 2019 general meeting and special meeting?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Any nays? Motion passes. With this is Chief. Chief, the ordinance for Chapter 305, Title 4, Forest Avenue, the stop signs.
Yes, sir. Thank you. This is a motion to advertise the municipality of Norristown to authorize the following stop sign at the intersection of Forest with the direction of travel north, at the intersection of Sturger, and also a stop sign at Sturger, direction of travel west at the intersection of Forest. The history is in late September 2019, West Norton Township conducted a traffic study at the intersection of Sturger and Forest. The study concluded that northbound traffic on Forest has limited sight distance to safely turn onto Sturger, and a multi-way stop sign could assist with this issue. So we're just asking to approve the erection of these stop signs.
Any questions? Comments? Okay, can we have a motion to advertise an ordinance of the municipality of Norristown amending Chapter 305 titled Vehicles and Traffic, Article 2, Section 305-15, titled Stop Intersections of the Norristown Municipal Code to add 2 stop signs at the intersection of Sturger Street and Forest Avenue?
Second.
Can we have roll call, please?
Sonia Sanders. Heather Lewis. Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Thomas LaPera. Rebecca Smith. Derek Perry.
Aye. The ayes have it. Section 305-15 will be advertised. And Chief, last one for disabled parking.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Resolution 20-102 of 2020, requesting council approve the establishment of handicap parking space for the following address, 52 East Brown Street. I'm also requesting the removal of handicap parking spaces at the following addresses, being 1024 Cherry Street and 319 Buttonwood Street. Resident at 52 East Brown Street has a physical limitation making this necessary. The signs that were previously at 1024 Cherry and 319 Buttonwood Street are no longer necessary. Thank you.
Any questions or comments? Can we have a motion to approve Resolution 20-102 regarding requests for disabled parking spaces? Can we have roll call, please?
Sonia Sanders. Heather Lewis. Valerie Scott Cooper. Hakeem Jones. Thomas LaPera. Rebecca Smith. Derek Perry.
Aye. The ayes have it. Resolution number 20-102 passes. And Councilwoman Scott Cooper, the presentation, we had to end on a good note about what we love.
Okay, before we show the video, I just wanted to make a few comments about the video and about how we got to this place. The National League of Cities is an organization that was founded over 90 years ago to assist municipal leaders in leading their cities, towns, and villages. It's an advocacy group organization that is here to guide and help municipal leaders in all of their cities. And currently, there are over 2,200 member cities throughout the country. Now, I am privileged and honored to be a member of the board of directors. And last year at one of our meetings, the then president suggested that we take an attitude of loving our city. Now, granted, I know there are a lot of issues, but there are a lot of issues in every city across the country. I still love my city. I hope you do too. And all I want you to do, look at the video, feel encouraged that we're here, this council is here to help Norristown become a better municipality. I was going to say city, but we're not a city. So take a look at the video. After the video, I would like for those who are in the audience who participated in the video and those who are up here who participated to stand up so we can applaud you, including you, Gabriella.
I love Norristown.
I love Norristown.
I love Norristown.
Do you love Norristown?
I love Norristown. I love Norristown.
I love Norristown.
We're here in Norristown. We're the first autism certified zoo in the entire world.
And that you see 6 of our different products that we have. They are international award-winning spirits, and we make them right here in downtown Norristown.
The county courthouse is here and has always been in Norristown. It gives the town a sense of grace and style. Norristown is a transportation hub. It's the center of all things when it comes to SEPTA, when it comes to the turnpike coming on Lafayette Street.
What I love most about my city is the collaboration that we have between the Norristown Chamber of Commerce, the business community, the municipality, and the community at large.
The thing I love most about Norristown is the diversity in our schools and our great public schools.
We support true theaters to bring the best out of our youth and our citizens.
I love Norristown's diversity. I love Norristown's history.
We're enjoying revitalization based on great architectural structure.
Norristown is an unabashedly friend.
We're ideally situated in the heart of Montgomery County.
Our police department meets regularly with the community and even shares water rights with them at events like our Play Street program.
is rising. It's undergoing a renaissance. I think that 5 years from now could recognize Main Street, and we will build upon our past to build a fantastic future.
Okay, so before I say just a couple more words, I would like for those who are here, I saw someone, John Doyle from Norristown Area School District had to leave. He texted me, he's not feeling well, so he had to leave. It was him and his students at school, at Norristown Area High School, who actually went around Norristown, did all the interviewing, did all the picture taking, all the videos, and he put this together. At some point, I would like for council to recognize him with what he did for us. I understand he's getting ready to do something for the police department too. Anyway, for those of you who are here, Gabriella, please stand. For those who are here who actually participated in the video, please stand so we can at least recognize you. So now this video is going to go viral. We intend for everyone in here to put it on their page and make it go viral. National League of Cities has already said that once we have our kickoff, which is today, they will help us to make it go viral. What council would like to see this happen is for people to wonder where the heck is Norristown, Google Norristown. Who knows, we may get some people who may move here because of the start of this video. But one thing I do want to just add real quickly, and that is something that Karen Freeman Wilson said, who was the president of the National League of Cities in 2019. She said, as local leaders, we know the emotional bonds people create with their communities, and it has a powerful impact on prosperity and livability. According to research from the Knight Foundation and Gallup, the stronger the attachment of residents to their communities, the higher the gross domestic product growth. That is something for us to take to heart. As you can see, we are revitalizing Norristown. We expect great things to happen. We expect for you all that are here and all your friends and family to help us in developing and continuing to grow Norristown. Thank you.
Any comments, questions? I think it's a great video, and you know, as we move on in 2020, I love that we started with that video at the end. And so it's time to work, y'all. So with that being said, motion to adjourn. All in favor? The ayes have it. Motion to adjourn.